is Ido Olatori. I'm founder of World Africa, Dyslexia 911 Initiative.
Hello, my name is Akinropo. I'm the founder of Paramount School of Parents. Today, on Parenting Reflection, we really want to talk about child education. We always know that education is always the key, like everybody used to say, is the key to the future. And if we want to get this key to every child that goes to school for education and some other things like that, we really need to know the challenges that affect these children, because some of us parents don't really know. And that's why at times when they go out of school, maybe after university, people will always say that our children are going out of university but they are not even making anything out of it. But we forgot that in a way we have neglected some challenges these children face, even when they're in maybe years, age 6, 7, 10, and these challenges went on and on till they get to universities, and there was nobody to actually detect. So today we have an expert in this field. She's going to talk about some challenges facing them. Then one of the challenges facing them is dyslexia. That's one of the challenges. So she's here to come. We actually invited her here to come and talk about these challenges. Then how parents, it's not even talking alone. She's going to give us strategies that work, that how parents can identify this. Not only that, then how parents can actually help their children out of the challenges. So at the end of it all, we can say the education of these children is actually complete. So, over to you.
Thank you for having me. So I'll be talking on dyslexia. Dyslexia is a neurological condition that affects auditory processing and verbal reasoning. Let me bring it back to later. So you know that as human beings we have our brains, and our brains is divided into the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere. Let me go back to the origin of the fact that our brain is like the system or the SI unit or the powerhouse of every human being. Whatever we do is as an influence of our brain. Our brain coordinates our movement, whatever it is that we do. So that's how. So our brain is also very responsible for our learning. And what happens inside our head is the fact that we have our brain and it's divided into two: the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere. The right hemisphere controls 3D imagination, spatial reasoning, creative thinking, and the likes, while the left hemisphere controls logic, auditory processing, verbal reasoning, and the likes. So every human being, we use our brain, yes, but we depend on one side of our brain more than the other. It's just like when we use our both hands, we can use both our right hand and our left hand, but we use one hand more than the other. If you're a right-handed person, it's going to be very uncomfortable for you to use your left hand. Likewise, if you're a left-handed person, that's the same thing that happens in the brain. So we have people who are right hemisphere dominant and people who are left hemisphere dominant. People who are left hemisphere dominant are those who we're used to in the educational system, and that's what the system has been designed for. The people who are right hemisphere dominant usually find themselves struggling in the educational system because they think creatively and they think with 3D imagination, they think in pictures. But the school has been designed for the read write, so it's everything like you can even relate to the fact that school activities usually happen to be reading and writing, like sharing of notes, giving textbooks, and all of that. The people who are right brain dominant usually find themselves struggling with this kind of learning environment. That is what is really wrong with students like that. So that student that you tend to be lazy, to be low, that you flunk, probably has challenges because the school system is not meeting their needs in the way that you understand. Those people attempt to be dyslexia. So how can you identify dyslexia in your kids? Dyslexia affects people of all age group, and the signs are different depending on the person and depending on the age of the person. However, some things are very common to people who are dyslexic. So dyslexics will usually mix up their words, maybe the B for the D, the W for the M, or they usually have struggles with their spelling. Most of the time, dyslexics usually would find it hard to understand what they're reading if they cannot form a mental picture of it. So the people who normally, if they would probably understand comprehension more than they will understand mathematics that involves logic. So that's usually what is wrong with people that have dyslexia. So the signs are numerous. We have tying of shoelaces when they're from wrong shoes, different signs for different ages and different spectrums of dyslexia depending on the severity of the condition the person is being affected with. And how you can help people like this is you need to understand this uniqueness of a child. You cannot continue to use the one size fits all for every student. You need to understand the uniqueness of the child. So know your child. It's not enough that you send a child to school. You need to get involved in whatever the child is going through. That's going to help you to tell when the child is exhibiting this kind of symptoms. Don't leave the work for the teachers. Work hand in hand with your student teachers. We have student teachers who do not even know what dyslexia is. So know your child, get involved, and you can help them once you understand their learning styles. If you have a child that is prone to maybe audios, you can convert their notes to audios. Like comprehension, for instance, instead of reading out comprehension to them, they can listen to comprehension. The idea is for them to understand comprehension. So there are so many ways, but understand dyslexia, you can do more research on it, and we're here to help you from World Africa. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You've actually explained more about that. But the question I really need to still ask is this: how far has your organization gone into sensitizing the public, especially the parents, on the need to identify and the need to overcome all this? Take for instance, that's my own perspective now. I don't think the awareness is much out there. Because as a parenting expert, we get to see parents every day. They complain onto us, and we always like to refer them to a specialist in this area, because it's not just enough. You said something, because I remember when you were growing up, one of those things they used to test us, our intelligence in studies, in education is this: once you are being called upon to come and spell a particular word, and you got it wrong, the next thing is Odudu, doesn't know anything. But now, because of the awareness now, we now get to know that it's a learning style, not really. So how far has the organization gone to sensitize the public
on dyslexia? Okay, my organization has gone as far as we have available resources for. So we have done both the offline and the online means. We've granted interviews, and we keep granting physical public lectures on dyslexia. We've done so much in Lagos, and we're trying to branch out into other states. For now, we're focusing on Osun State, and but we hope to do more, and hope that the message will get to you. But as you're listening to this, you can also help to spread the word. Tell someone about dyslexia today. Thank you so much for having me.